Welcome back to Girls Overheard. Here's what's coming on today's pod.
Mum from Glasgow almost gets poked in Palma.
I can only understand half of what they're saying. Someone said, why are they making noises and there's words on the screen?
I also said, fucking dummy. Really?
Hello, girls.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. We've had a little bit of hilarity there. I feel like we've calmed down. That was proper school giggles.
Yeah, it's good to... School giggles is a good way to
I was
describe it.
trying to do a wee in there.
Yeah.
We're basically just talking about how when you're at school and you've got a disco and then they'll be like, your teacher's there and everyone's just whinging.
Yeah,
and
it's so
the teachers
inappropriate.
pretend they don't see it.
And most people were drunk as well, which is pretty bad. It's... Moving on. Anyway.
Anyway, how have you guys been this week? I feel like I've been a wee bit off grid.
Yeah. You have.
I've kind of enjoyed it though. I
You
unplugged.
literally have been off grid. You've been out of the country.
I have the country and
business?
also what kind of
I know.
business? And I just kind of never fully turned my phone off, but a lot of the time it was just airplane mode. And
Which is
I
so
used
good.
it like a camera.
Yeah, it's a good way to do it.
Lovely.
It was
It
great.
should be a
Lovely.
must for holidays, really, shouldn't it?
Top recommendation.
It actually, see, when you think about it, do you remember the old school holidays when you used to go away with your mum and dad and you couldn't really talk to your pals unless you went and phoned them?
Yeah.
Actually,
Or you found an internet cafe.
yeah, and you would be
Internet
completely
cafe.
cut off from everything. I remember an internet cafe.
Do you know, I actually went to an internet cafe. It was in a supermarket and it had like a pure old school computer in the middle and you used to
Packard Bell.
pay, basically.
Yeah.
And I actually remember trying to go on MSN and I spent the full hour that I'd paid for trying to log in.
Yeah, because the internet connection was so bad. I remember this.
I didn't know how to get the @ sign for
Oh,
my email address. And obviously, big shite bag Lauren
didn't ask for help.
didn't ask for help. And I went back out after Mum and Dad were sitting out at a little cafe, like literally outside it. And they were like, how was that? And I was like, yeah, great.
Oh, that's such
I logged
a shame.
in,
Didn't speak to anybody.
updated my status and left.
That was like pure trauma though when you were at school.
Yeah.
When you had to go away for 2 weeks, no contact. And you'd come back, you'd probably been dumped by your school boyfriend.
Yeah, that was always the worry.
And then he'd have a new girlfriend.
I remember specifically like ingrained in my head when I was maybe like 14 or 15, driving on the motorway on the way to the airport and realising I'd left my phone in the house. And it was a 2-week holiday.
Brutal.
And my sister had her phone. So she would be on her phone. See, at night time, she'd be on her phone and I'd just be like, sitting there.
Please, what to talk about?
It's fab.
Trying to find out what everyone's been doing. So then I'm on the payphone every night trying to phone people on their house phones.
That's a shame.
I know.
Hi, sorry, Ailey, she's not in the now. She's away out with all her pals.
Go and enjoy
Bye.
your holidays. Don't try to talk to your pals.
Oh, I'd kill for a wee holiday again. Can we book something?
By the way, I was on Skyscanner yesterday. Dying to.
Do you know what? I have to admit, right, so I went to Palma.
It was last minute
Palma
as well,
City.
kind of, wasn't it?
That was massive, by the way. It's really big because there's several areas you can go to, like a bit more kind of residential. But I was in the city, but it was the perfect balance of having a hotel on the beach, but then going a 20-minute walk, and you'd be. 'Cause it's actually a nice walk though.
Yeah.
And you'd be like in the full city centre. It was weird because you'd go down and it'd be like a boutique, Louis Vuitton, a boutique, Chanel. It was so random.
Did you buy nothing?
I didn't buy anything, no.
I was expecting a full little haul there when you texted and said there's a Sephora and stuff here, and I was literally eagerly waiting.
No.
Is it cheaper?
A haul.
No.
No, just
It
the
was
same.
it was probably the same, if not a wee touch dearer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like a city.
Yeah. But the other thing I would say, Lauren, it's collect memories, not things.
Oh,
I love that audio. I love that audio. I know.
Done that one.
I know, but it's a wee bit gimmicky, but I do love it. I do love it. So it was great, really, really good. Actually, do you know what's been amazing for finding places? TikTok.
Yeah.
I swear to God, right? TripAdvisor's great, right? It's
Who
good.
uses TripAdvisor?
Me, before TikTok became a big thing. See that restaurant we liked in Lanzarote? That was TripAdvisor. We found that on
What one?
Casa Roja.
Oh.
Now closed down,
But
which
now
was
you realise they're
amazing.
fake a lot of the time as well.
Well, that's it.
What?
Because
The
people,
reviews,
yeah,
people just fake reviews.
people just
Oh,
fake them,
great.
right? Whereas, see, having TikTok, it was so good for literally going on and just seeing like best places to eat near me or whatever, and you'd have tons of them. And in fact, we actually booked one before we went, so it's called Merchant Steakhouse, which is amazing, and like it had a whole like review on TikTok that showed you the inside, the outside, the upstairs, the food. Like it was just brilliant. And then I seen another one, and it was a bakery called Fika Farina, and it's like a Danish bakery. I swear to God, see if you like cinnamon rolls and like any kind of pastries. It was unbelievable.
What'd you get?
I thought it was a vanilla bun, but it was actually a cardamom bun.
What is cardamom? Like spice?
The wee kind of like seedy things.
Is that not a vanilla pod?
No, it's kind of different taste, I think.
Why is pastry so much better on holiday?
It's unbelievable. And this wee woman, right, honest to God, she was about 2 foot high, and she had these huge, like, must have been like 12 cakes wide, right? By like 10. Like there was massive big trays. Just kept putting them out and they were constantly selling out. It was amazing.
I love a pastry.
Love a
I
pastry.
actually picked up some donatas from Asda the other day and they were bliss.
Were they good from Asda?
They were nice.
See, Nando's is usually the best ones.
They were really nice and they were actually a good size.
Where are we going on our next wee trip? Let's do something soon.
I feel
like it's a must before the show.
Yeah. Relax.
Before the show?
Ah, it's a work trip, 2 weeks before the show. I think that needs to be a tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need some sun before
a big
it.
deal.
Yep.
A big deal.
A wee deal,
I actually
but
feel like
also-
anything after like November kind of feels like Christmas territory and it becomes stressful. But see, I must admit, right, see the idea of going away first thing in the morning, a 2-3 hour flight somewhere, right, 2 nights overnight, and then get the last flight home on your last night. Best combination ever.
4 full days. That's 4 full days more or less. You arrive at like 10, 11 o'clock
That's
on
3 nights.
the Friday. Yeah, but full days. You've
I
got
feel like
all
you
day
need
Friday,
3
Saturday,
nights.
Sunday. Oh yeah, it's 3 days.
It's 3 full days,
Yeah.
2 nights overnight, but it was unbelievable. I feel
3
so
nights.
refreshed.
I think a night per person.
Yeah, and it was
Everyone
it was
has their
so
own night.
that place is so romantic.
Oh.
It's honestly so beautiful, and like, do you know what I loved the most, right?
What?
You know when you see those wee videos on TikTok and stuff, and it'll be like love is ageless, and it'll just be like wee old couples walking down the street together and all that, and like the women's in a wee Zimmer and the wee grandpa's shuffling or whatever, right? Or they'll have a wee kiss and they'll have a wee wine together or a wee sangria. That's literally like all I seen there was like a lot of elderly people that were pure
That would be a good
in
place
love.
to like retire. I think a lot
Oh,
of
it was
people
so
would
nice.
do that.
And loads of like older senoritas out for drinks together that were like half cans, zimmering up the road.
Love that.
And they were all laughing and all that, but like I'm talking like they were fully, now that like we are so old you can't stand up straight.
Yeah.
Like fully concaved, that old. And they were wee darlings. I just loved them and they had all their makeup on and all that. And I thought that's what I want to be. That's what I aspire for.
It's a different life. That's the thing. I bet you they have a pure good life because they're
it's
just
so
out
fun.
in the sun all the time. And especially if you're really old, you don't want to be stuck in this country over winter.
Yeah.
No.
It's fucking hurricane outside.
That is wild.
I'm
know.
definitely moving somewhere.
This life is not for me.
It's
Not for me.
It's not for me. Fucking
for
not
me.
for
Should we
me.
make a pact on that actually? Maybe like what age are we saying?
I'm going to say,
65?
well, I'm going earlier than that.
Going earlier?
I really want to go earlier than that. I think I'll be going by 40.
Do you?
Oh, that
Oh, not pan-breeds. I mean like away.
Yeah,
like
I'm
moving
right,
away.
living somewhere else.
I think I'm going to be away. Just have a wee feeling. Don't
I
know.
just feel like I'm such a happier person during the summer. And I, like the kids are so much happier during the summer. And then see this week, well, it's been like a downpour every single day. It's depressing.
Everybody's in a wee bit more tetchy moods.
Yeah.
I'm saying that like that's actually not that long away. It's the most hardest part about this is your kids because they've got all their own life, their own pals, their own clubs. Like that's the only thing that's hard. See, if I never had any kids, I would not be living here.
Yeah. It's family, but that keeps you here as well.
But then if you're 2 hours away in a flight, it's nothing.
Yeah,
Well,
that's,
if you need
that's
the kids
true.
watched, but
I
if you were
literally-
like, I want to head
Yeah.
out.
I literally said this right to Fraser. I was like, I'm actually longer driving to where my pal used to say than what I was going in that flight.
Yeah.
So good.
Mental. So it's a great time.
Right, well, let's get a summer book.
Can I tell you something funny
ASAP.
though that happened?
What?
Funny story. So we were walking, right, and like I say, very traditional, like kind of untouched, like beautiful buildings and all that kind of stuff. And then we went down this street, right? Everything's like a grid. So when you look from above, it's like courtyard, street. It's just like a big grid. So we went down this street, and Fraser was like to me, "Oh my God, like why don't you go in there and get a back, neck and shoulders or something like that? That'd be great." And I went, "No, I don't really fancy. I don't know if that looks very reputable in there." And he was like, "Just go. It's your birthday soon. Just go and treat yourself." I went, "No." Then went down literally 2 shops later, another place, right? And I was like, it's a little bit interesting. Walked down again, another street. I'm like, Fraser,
Uh-oh.
it says massage with a J, and it's maybe how they spell it in Spain, but it just feels a little bit ropey, right?
Just no. Touch it and sing.
And then the next one, I'm talking the same street, another one, there was 7 massage places on one street, right? And I said to Fran, I was like, I think we're in the red light district. This sounds a wee bit
A wee bit
prostitu-
seedy.
wee bit prostitute,
Uh-huh.
wee bit happy ending, right? I was like, this isn't right. He was like, don't be so ridiculous. Like, definitely isn't. So, look at it, the place is amazing. It wouldn't be like that. I mean, Fran, that woman over there is standing outside the shop and she doesn't have a uniform on. He's like, it's roasting, but maybe that's why I was like, you would still wear your workwear. You'd wear like the
Your
beauty
penny.
therapy tunic and the trouser and all that. Like,
what
you
was
would.
she wearing?
She was wearing a denim skirt.
Oh, yeah, easy access.
Giveaway, right? Giveaway. And then he was like that, no, I don't think so. I was like, we definitely are. And then there was a place next to it that was called, it was like a shop, right? But it was just really weird. The way it was spelled, it was called Oral Way. Oralewhy. This was the name of this random shop. I was like, we're on Oral Way.
Yeah.
This is the name
All
of the street.
All the clues are here.
Yeah, everything, my inner psyche's telling me this is the red light district, and you were about to put me in there for a 10-minute €1 massage.
With some girl in a denim skirt.
Doesn't sound good, right? Does not sound good. So anyway, it was like that's terrible, you're saying that. So anyway, it got to night time, we walked back down Oral Way, and this girl was standing outside, and she had like, you know that thing, it looks like a duster for your blinds, but it like she was hitting it against her thigh, and it was clackering. It was like one of them. It wasn't that, it just looked like it.
Was a whip.
It was a whip, right? She was standing out there, and Paige was like, that doesn't look particularly good. Across the street, another one was also standing out sitting out on a bar stool. I'm like, they should really be busy with business and not standing outside like
enticing you
in.
It
just feels like they're in the wrong area.
It just feels like it's a bit strange, right? And then I was like, right, if you've ever had any doubt whatsoever, that there is the clearest sign you're ever going to get. It said massage parlour, right? 365 days a year, open from 8 a.m. till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I've never known anyone that's went during the night, oh, a bit creaky, could really go back, neck and shoulders, I'm going to go down Oral Way. Yeah, because they're reputable.
That's it.
And she's like, oh, you needing some help with your back? You get sciatica and you come.
Pull down your pants, please.
I bet you that's the go-to, because Magaluf isn't far from there, is it?
No, it is kind of far.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I can just imagine the guys from Magaluf jumping in a car and going down to Oral
Oral
Way.
Way.
You don't need to jump anywhere from Magaluf. They're just wandering the strip
Have
there.
they got a red light district there?
I don't know, but there's prostitutes and hookers and all
I
that
suppose they're
walking
going to be
about.
everywhere, aren't they?
See, the thing is, where I was, there was like, you could tell, like I said, there was like Chanel shops. Like, it was quite an expensive place. And I
So
feel
to
like,
get the businessmen in.
I feel like that was
Everywhere has
location.
one. Every single area has a red light district, or a small version of it. See, the pure nice wee town that we go to in Portugal I found out I don't even know what they were disguising it as, what the business was, but it was called Speedies. And apparently that's what it was. It was a brothel.
Put them to the test.
And a lot of the like older guys
Well,
were going there,
listen,
which I was
some
like,
people-
just wouldn't have thought it.
Some people can't get it anywhere else.
Well, that's it.
They can't. I mean, I'm not up for it. Watch this. Will be the new article in The Sun. Mum from Glasgow almost gets poked in Palma.
Poked in Palma. Thrifty mum takes a turn.
Just a picture of Ashley.
It has to be the typical like sun face, doesn't it?
Raging face.
Raging, pointing. Poked in Palma.
Do you want to just do like a little two camera of like one
Masturbated
finger?
in Mallorca.
Make yourself feel good.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's like every guy in a picture, isn't it?
Yeah.
The pointing finger.
Hate it.
Jesus.
Absolutely.
That was
But
funny
yeah, we've
though.
got a quiet house this weekend, don't we? Because the guys
Quiet
are on
house.
their
I know I've got
stag
an
do.
international jet setter over my way.
Yeah, left for Ibiza at 5 o'clock this morning.
I've been up since then.
So did I, by the way. I just couldn't get back to sleep.
Get back to sleep.
I had the fear that Andy'd
That's right.
accidentally take my phone with him, to be fair. So I was like searching my house. I couldn't find my phone anywhere. And I was like, that's going to be on it. So that's going on the stag too.
Yeah,
It's
it's
got previous.
I'm actually so jealous because see the whole airport buzz. That's like a good feeling.
Yeah.
I love that. Everyone like standing there with their new trainers on.
I know.
They've got their wee hats on because don't want to pack it, don't want to squish it.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wee man bag.
it was funny because we were sitting right. Like I'm always of the opinion that like I want to be last on the plane.
100%.
Why would I want to sit in that tin can any longer than I needed to unless
No.
it was like business or first class, which I've never had the privilege of ever doing.
No.
Right? I would want to spend as little time in that as possible, right? That's just the way it is. See, when people stand, right, it's usually the older generation, it's always the same. Priority boarding. They love it, don't they? Right? There was this particular guy leaving to fly back on the same flight as us, and like a few wee boys, because it's obviously like you say, there's like Magaluf nearby.
Yeah.
A few wee guys come over, and this guy kept turning around going, "Are you priority boarding? This is priority boarding."
Oh,
and they were,
take your...
and they were like, and he kept saying, "Everyone, you priority board. This is weird.
Why is he working for the
You're
airline?
priority boarding."
Do you know why?
Right.
Because he's been mugged off. He's paid 50 quid a head,
Ah,
and he wants to feel something from it. He's
Wants
not
to
getting
feel
any
something.
benefit.
yeah.
you're sitting in that plane for longer.
You paid extra.
You're queuing for
to go on first, to be a pure mug.
To get on a fucking EasyJet flight. Like, calm down.
We're priority boarding us.
See, the one thing about priority as well is that, see, if you have kids and you want to get on early, you get on early with kids anyway.
Yep.
So they ask for priority boarding and anyone with like that needs help getting on, or anyone with kids.
So I've said this before,
don't
right?
Fucking poo it.
See, when people say that, like, oh, like, the reason why people like it's because they can put their bag up above them, right? Okay, but guess what? See, if they can't fit it up above you, they will find somewhere for it.
Yeah.
They're not going to go, well, do you know what? You can't bring this now. They will find you a space for your bag. You'll be fine. So what's the problem? I don't get it.
Don't know. Kills me.
But I love that. I love that whole mentality. Like, just I'm priority boarding. You check the gate.
Did you take your girls overheard suitcase with you?
I actually never.
Because
I had a big kiss.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I had a big one.
Might as well.
Did you share it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get it free? Was it a jet too?
No.
Because we had a big case each, didn't we?
Yeah.
When we went to Portugal.
Pure
unnecessary. And we were there for like 3 nights. 3 nights.
Mine was packed to the brim.
I know, so was mine. Oh, so unnecessary. I think I wore like half my stuff.
Yeah, same. Defos could have done a rucksack.
Yep.
We'll do that next time.
100%.
We should do that next time. How fun.
Next time we'll take our wee bag, our suitcases.
Brandon.
Love that for us.
By the way, everyone that got their cups has been tagging us in their
I know. I like the one that was like immaculate vibes.
Do love our wee cups, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
So what else has been happening this week? We were right, unfortunately, about the Molly May chat.
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Because last week we were like, what's happened? Bet has been cheating.
We knew something was going to come out. It's not
Has
fully...
it defos been confirmed?
It was confirmed that night.
Yeah, but it was confirmed by like friends of friends. But was it you that was telling me that like a lot of celebrities, I'm not saying that Molly's done this right, but a lot of celebrities just phone the press on themselves.
Yeah.
They're like, if somebody else is going to sell the story, I might as well. Who was it you that were telling me this?
Yeah, we were talking about it in the car.
Who was it again that said that? Was it Katie Price? She was like, I might as well get money for it instead of like a close friend, as they always say, selling the story. I'll just sell it to them myself, and at least you can get a wee
bung.
And also,
you can set up your pictures, and you can also say if you like them or not.
Yeah.
Don't use that picture, use that one. They do it all the time.
And at least it's a wee bit more accurate. And she's probably thinking, I don't want the story to get twisted and somebody else thinks it's something different.
Yep.
She wants people to know.
Well, allegedly she'd been tipped off that this was going to happen by our manager. And the manager was like, if somebody else is going to put that story out, you need to get in there first.
Well, that's what I thought was going to happen. I thought that there was literally someone was selling a story like the same day. Because usually that's what happens. That's how it used to be, like old school anyway. People used to get a call in the call at night time and be like, this story's going on in the morning, by the way, so if you want to get ahead of it, you need to
I've actually mixed this up. That's not true. That's true about Charlotte Dawson.
Who's Charlotte Dawson from?
Charlotte Dawson. You know, Les Dawson.
She's the one that always says chuffing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What is she out of? What was she in? Geordie Shore?
Her dad was really famous. He was a famous comedian.
No, but she was on something. Was she not?
Was she not on X on the Beach?
Maybe it was
like
X on
the Beach. She's brilliant though. So she had a situation where a girl had been sending, I think her and her fiance had been texting, and he had sent a scuddy, I think, to her, like on WhatsApp or something, and then this girl was apparently get leaked to her manager that she was going to go and sell the story to the papers because she wants to take her kids to the Maldives. Like,
all right.
I mean, if you're going to do it for a reason, I'm saying the Maldives is quite a good one.
Fun.
So, and then basically she's went, this is what's going to happen. So, you know, this is all the stuff you need to know about. Mm-hmm. And she sold the story anyway.
It's so corrupt. There was somebody else that I seen talking about it. I think it was on another podcast.
Wait, I'm talking about the girl who got the pictures sent to her, the texter.
Oh, I thought you meant Charlotte.
No, not her.
Right.
As in the offender, girl, the other woman was going to send the pictures that he texted her to the paper.
No, the other woman should get nothing.
Sell her story about the fact that she was texting Charlotte Dawson's fiance.
Other women should get nothing.
So she got money. She took her kids to the Maldives, apparently.
Hopefully she get malaria or something then.
Just when you were saying you may as well do it for the Maldives, I was like, Lauren's not got this.
I've not got it.
Sorry,
it's not connecting up right. It's not connecting up
right.
So
did you see that one of our videos last week did really well? 2 of the videos did really well. First of all, me falling. Love that.
Love it.
Yep.
Love that so many people have seen it. But see the Loch Ness video? The Loch Ness video, for some reason, it went a wee bit viral in America.
Yeah,
Did you see this?
But the Americans are like pure craze with Scotland.
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 You know my auntie Margaret, she
Yeah.
lives up the road.
Oh, I'm Scottish. I'm Scottish.
Kind of on the
It's
left.
No, you're not.
It's like their great grandfather was Scottish, and they're like, yeah, that's me. I'm Scottish. But see some of the comments on this. Everyone's first of all saying, "I love your accents." Thanks so much for that.
What?
The amount of people
Somebody
saying,
said, can I marry an
compliment?
accent?
they actually, someone said, I can only understand. Basically, they talked about us as if we're not reading it,
As if we're not there. Yeah, yeah.
I can only understand half of what they're saying. Someone said, why are they making noises and there's words on the screen? Are we that bad? But there's been a lot of arguments. People are arguing with each other over like basically guys being absolute dickheads.
So funny, I've got the most offended of the week.
I would say that is the most.
Yeah.
There's a couple of most offended of the week actually.
Yeah,
in
they're
the
quite
comments.
good actually.
There's
They
loads
said
of
I
them.
shouldn't procreate.
Too late.
Done it 3 times.
I need me a Scottish gal, never boring. Somebody's offended that we said lock instead of loch. So sorry, but I feel like
didn't listen to the episode because I definitely locked it a few times.
I listened back and I was like, that was definitely a
I did huck to it.
Sorry, we're not Gaelic.
But yeah, there's a
Gaelic.
Gaelic one. Yeah.
Is it Gaelic?
Ailey gets really offended with the Gaelic thing.
It's Gaelic, Scottish Gaelic and Irish Gaelic.
Who gives a fuck? The language
Ailey.
did.
The language did. Not us. The language did.
I don't know whether I should say this one on
say
here.
it.
There was another argument, right, which I just thought was absolutely mental on TikTok, and it was a pure typical TikTok kind of conversation, right?
Yeah.
So it was the story that we shared where the girl said, do I tell my boyfriend or husband, I can't remember what fiance or whatever it is, that I've slept with like 5 times the amount of people that we thought?
Yeah.
Did you guys see this?
No, I seen the Instagram ones.
Right.
But I've fallen out with TikTok, to be honest. Kind of sick of the fact that they just don't love us anymore.
Oh, TikTok's really, really... Right, so should tell him. Otherwise, he cannot give consent for sex in the relationship otherwise. So there's a whole debate, right, where this girl is saying if you don't disclose how many partners you've had, then that is sexual assault.
What the fuck are you talking
How is
about?
that?
How
So
mental.
every
What are
single
you talking
one night
about?
stand is an essay.
Yeah, she's literally wrote, if you withhold any information, then it is no longer consensual, which means...
It's actually a great word.
Consensual, which means if you hadn't told a boyfriend anything in the past that might have put him off you, then that is now non-consensual.
Oh, fucking hell. Take the snowflakes
What
out
is
your
with that?
eyes.
That's 100%. She's went back, literally, there's a good 10 comments on here
What are
of
they all
her.
saying?
People are just saying, what are you on about? Take it to the grave. He doesn't need to know. Somebody's wrote, you sound like you hand out application forms, credit checks and permission slips before you get into bed. That's what you would need.
Yeah.
What is going on? What is with the world?
Imagine that pure mid-moment. This is the kiss.
Oh.
Oh, just so you know, I've been with 75 people. Are you still okay with this? Imagine that. Imagine that's a real thing.
Or, but I feel like you would have to tell them everything, like anything that could potentially put them off you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, just so you know, like a couple of weeks ago, I got absolutely stupid and I fell down stairs and spewed all over myself. Is it still okay? And you'd just be going
Where
back
does
and
that
forward
end?
forever. Exactly. Where does it end?
It doesn't need to start because it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, but that's TikTok for you. Fuck TikTok.
Oh my God, that's madness.
Instagram seems to like us now. Just not
Yeah,
TikTok.
kind of loving that.
Hang on, we have a message from our Australian listener. This is what it says. Just booked my flights from Australia to Glasgow. Would love to come to the O2 show. Do you remember this girl?
Are you kidding?
She was like, oh my God, I'm going to come from Australia to go to the O2 show.
Is that a real thing?
She is coming. Jenny. Yeah,
but she's not.
there.
Guys, I hate to burst your bubble, but she's not coming for us.
Well, she says she would love
She's
to come.
actually, hey ladies, I'm heading to Scotland soon to surprise my mum for her 70th birthday. Would love to come see you at your O2 show.
Please do.
Get some tickets then, baby. Right, can I ask you something, right?
What?
You know how I like a wee conspiracy of the week?
Of course you do.
Right, I seen a TikTok. Of course, that's how it started with a, did you guys know? But I want to know if this is something you also share with me, right? Because I was like, surely everyone has this. But do you, how did I put this into words?
Just say it how you want to say it.
It's called the invisible camera theory. Have you heard of this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, no, sorry, I said, then go on.
Right.
Go on.
So the invisible...
Mrs. Doyle.
Go on. The invisible camera theory is a bit like the Truman Show, where you feel like there's like a inner thing within you that you are being watched by something all the time.
Yep.
So like almost as if we are part of a production and somewhere in the sky, and I don't mean the government, they're part of the production. I'm talking about something higher being, whether it's God, whether it's whatever.
But it's that guy with the wee glasses on.
We're being watched, cameras or something like that, and at some point it will be played back to you.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like I have that, and I also feel like this. See, as I was watching this video, I was going, "Of course, I've obviously had that, right?" But also on top of that, I remember just stupid stuff. So see, like for example, the Truman Show, right?
Right.
It was almost like that kind of like slowly trying to like desensitize you to that, and like it's a wee bit of a hidden like Easter egg, like. There
That's
you go.
exactly what we thought as well. We were like, that is to throw you off the scent, basically, so that if you ever said, I feel like I'm being watched, they'd be like, you're just saying that because you've seen the Truman Show.
Yep.
It's actually a really good double bluff. But after watching Truman Show, that's exactly what... I feel like that was a universal thing, because it is a normal feeling.
I remember feeling that so vividly as a child, though. See, growing up, like even just being in my bedroom, just like messing around, I used to always feel like,
do you know
why?
why?
I'm being watched.
Catholic school. You've been told God is watching you all the time.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
That is literally what it is, because it's like you could go and do something bad, right? But God will know.
That's probably
God's
what it
seeing
is.
you. And if it's not God, it's Santa. Everyone gets it to some extent.
Yeah.
Santa knows what you're doing. He sees you when you're sleeping, and he knows when you're awake. Creepy as fuck, to be honest.
Bad or good, so be good for goodness sake.
Yeah. So you always grow up with that. You always grow up with that sense. That
75.
oh, for sure. Yeah. The
Oh, for sure.
for sure.
For sure. For sure.
For sure. Why was that like broken English? For sure.
Yes. Sorry, with broken English. Oh my God. Sorry, I know I've been speaking about when I've been away quite a lot, right? But Fraser went up to the pool bar and wanted to charge the drinks to the room because we'd left like all our stuff up there. He's like, just put them to the room, we'll pay it later. And the girl was like, and what number? And how pure loves to do is a bit of Spanish, right?
Oh,
He went,
no.
3, 5. I'd forgotten how to say 5 in Spanish.
Oh, he's been doing his... Is he done his Duolingo?
So good. It was actually amazing. What?
I wouldn't know that. I would only
Tre.
I only know
Cinco.
French from school, and that's it.
It's also whenever he speaks, this is a wee
You
bit
only know the pit bull. Un, dos, tres,
Cuatro.
cuatro, cinco says. That's in a song as well, isn't
Cinco
it?
then.
Cinco's
Yeah.
5.
5. Or 3, 5.
It's the fact that they do the voice. That's my favourite bit. It's and he's thinking, instead of just being like, I think it's just everything gets lower.
And also the other thing he put into like pidgin English was his laugh. So they would go, yes, and that's very good. Ha 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 hyphen ha,
how you say here, ha ha ha.
ha. Ja.
That's literally what they do.
Yeah.
Spanish, they write like ja.
Do they?
Ja.
Ja is ja. Look at me, pure P1 talk. Ja is ha.
That's why Jesus is Jesus.
That's why it's jalapenos and not jalapenos. Yes, that's why.
I love jalapenos now.
Oh my
by
God,
the
I
way.
went to cinema at the weekend, right, and got the biggest thing of nachos with 3 different cheese. I couldn't finish it because it was massive, covered in
Who did you go with?
jalapenos. My sister.
Oh.
And my natural thing is to say jalapenos. I said it all the way through school, so I have to really,
Jalapenos.
really hold it back because I sound like an idiot.
What? And so you do now say jalapenos?
I say jalapenos now,
jalapenos.
but I want to say jalapenos because we used to call them Jallos.
Ooh, that's
You and
really
your sister.
embarrassing.
Love some Jallos.
I like some nacho cheese and Jallos.
What? Just that with no crisps?
No, with the crisp, obviously. But yeah, it was the best thing ever. The thing I can't stand in the cinema is people eating so loud. I saw
You've
something.
been eating loud. You eat nachos.
Yeah,
You can't
but
eat them
no.
quietly.
Nah. Because see what you do is
Nah. Baby, give it up.
See when you put nachos in cheese, they're not as crunchy. I have seen people recently on TikTok taking Chinese food into the cinema.
I'd be fine for that.
No, I'd die.
It's getting too far.
See if I could smell a Chinese and it's somebody else's Chinese, I'd be like, nah, fuck off.
I'd maybe
Kill
put
the
for
vibe.
taking a wee sandwich, like a wee meal deal.
I take the kids
Yeah.
in a Greg's.
Oh, that's a good shout. Then you come out covered in pastry.
Pastry everywhere.
Who cares?
I just don't like to smell the food. I love the popcorn. I only go for the food, so I never take my own stuff because I'm there for the popcorn, especially if it's a kids' movie. And I'm going to have to sit there for an hour and a half watching something shit. As long as I've got good snacks.
No, some of them are pish.
No, I love it. The new Despicable Me is unreal.
Yeah, I want to see. I don't like those kind of ones.
But see, the thing that annoys me in that is the parents that pure overly laugh at the bit for the parents as if like, we get it. It's a secret one for us and we definitely get it. Fuck off.
They need to though, because it's performative at that point, because we're all been watching that big camera I was telling you about.
Yeah. So you make sure.
We like it. It's
Do you know what's a wee rant of mine actually, right? It's not a rant, makes it sound like a cow, but it's just something that annoys me, right?
I like it.
It is, see when people talk loudly to their kids and you know that they're not talking for the kids' sake, they're talking for everyone else's sake.
Yes, I had one of them in my queue.
Like, how good a parent am I?
Do you know what I saw the other day, right? I'm not going to say where it was because I feel like she'll know who she is.
Oh.
It was a woman with a baby, right? And the baby probably would have been about 3 months max. And she's going, I'm going to have a wee look at this tracksuit. Right, I think I'm going to get a size 10. There we go, size 10. And I actually walked past her and I went, who's she talking to? And I looked and then I saw the baby and I thought, that baby does not give a fuck.
That baby was hearing,
You're probably keeping it awake. It was basically newborn. I was like, leave her alone.
You should have just peeked round the corner and went, we get it, you've bounced back.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was loudly, oh, I'm just going to get a size 10. That's me. I know, it kills me, because especially when it's things like, oh no, because you know you go to your bed at 7 o'clock, don't you?
No.
You never have any of those bad sweets. You always have fresh organic food, don't you? Like fuck off.
I know.
I can't
they're eating like chicken nuggets off your car floor.
It's the performance.
5 years later.
You know the performance is for you, and then you don't want to acknowledge it because you're just like, oh, stop it.
Yeah, I had someone going through their hygiene procedure of their workplace in our queue.
What? In your queue for what?
Basically, it was the whole like, I love having holiday nails. And then the kid was like, why can you not have holiday nails? And then it was this pure loud thing about it's for what's the word I'm trying to say?
For the luminous, was she over 40?
Control.
Have you seen that TikTok?
Poison control?
No, what did they say that? It's like
infection control?
Yeah.
It's for infection. It's for infection control purposes.
Because I've got a really important job.
Right? And then our wee girl was like 13 went, you're shouting so loud. You're shouting. Pure
money. That's embarrassment as well.
It's really echoey. We were basically in the tunnel going into like, it's really echoey in here, that's why. And the husband was like, no, you're just talking pure loud.
Do you know what that is? That's the equivalent of like, that's like switching roles of the why you showed off in front of your pals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mum, why are you shouting really loudly? You never normally talk like that.
Yeah. Why are you being nice to us? Never like this.
It's so funny.
Stop it. So I went to Holy Fuck.
Holy Fuck.
Sorry.
Yes. That looks amazing. Did you get
Fabulous.
the noodles? Did you get the flying noodles?
No, I got loaded chips.
Stunning.
Wow.
Is it Chinese food?
Is it not street food?
It's like kind of street food. So it's on it's in Finiston, and I got chips with all the veggies on top and all the sauces, all the cheese sauce. Stunning, and hundreds of jalapenos, and that's the first time I've eaten jalapenos and liked them.
Oh, I love them.
Delicious. And then
what food is it? What kind of food?
Is it not Korean street food?
No, it's not.
Because it sounded Mexican.
There's two that are very, very similar sounding shops, but this one's like HWOLE
Holy Fuck.
Yeah, something like that. But then went up to the park, and guess what I found in the bushes?
What?
Shaggers.
My own little rat bastards.
Oh, don't, Lauren, that actually
by the way, apparently, due to the weather conditions of Scotland, in particular Glasgow, no, listen, this is not boring, this is something to be terrified about, and you'll not be able to sleep, so maybe you should get bored and sleep there now.
It's all the rats coming out.
The rats and the spiders are due to get massive.
No, I had a spider on the outside of the house the other day, and I tell you, if somebody had said to me that somebody's tarantula got out, I would have believed them.
No.
Because it was massive.
They're
like
disgusting.
You know that way, if you thought that if that falls off the wall, that's actually making a thud. Yeah. When it hits the floor.
That's the thing that scares me the most. I feel like if you were to turn the volume off spiders, they wouldn't be as scary. But see the noise of like,
they have volume.
They do. They have in your head.
Especially on, well, I've got wooden flooring. So see on my floor, maybe on a carpet they're not, but see the noise of them, they're on the, oh my God.
I think they also sound a bit like, you know how the dagger noise, like,
yeah.
I think that's also what they sound like
That's
when
their
they
theme
run.
tune. They just play that.
Yeah.
They love
never heard
knowing they're
this.
scary.
You will.
Can
now
anyone
you see
else
them.
is listening now tell me if they're the same as me? I've never heard a spider walk.
The noise of their, because there's so many
lucky.
legs. I remember I went through a wee phase where my room used to be in the loft in my mum's house, right? And you used to always get spiders because they would go in behind the eaves and then they would come out. Oh my God, the amount of times that I would, and I'm sorry if like there's any RSPCA lovers listening, but I used to get a big book, and every time I would throw the book from the other side of the room to land and squash the spider immediate. Couldn't deal with it.
At least
Now I
painless.
feel like I'm a bit better. I'll like put a glass over it and wait for Andy to come in, but
I can't cope with them. I can't. I wouldn't say as far as arachnophobia, but it's.
do you want to know my absolute worst, my worst moment with a spider,
What?
which I still think of? I remember being in my mum's and going into our toilet, and I was literally in the most vulnerable position, sitting on the toilet. I went to get a toilet roll, and one emerged from the middle of the toilet roll.
Like the papery bit?
The
cardboard bit?
It came right out of the tube.
Oh
and
no!
it climbed right and honestly,
if you weren't shitting then, you're
terrified. PTSD from that.
Do you know what? My main fear, right, really in the house is being in a shower, being soaking wet, and a moth flying about me.
Yeah, but that's really strange though, because that is your fear, and Chris is also scared of moths.
Do you know why? Because we used to back on to a forest basically, right? And we had like a hopper window, you know, like a wee small one, and we didn't have like a fan in the shower room at that point. This is like at home at mum and dad's house, right? And I remember you wouldn't go and shower in the dark. So it was a big, huge, like, bright light. And see, when it was dark, obviously they're attracted to the light.
Yeah.
So they'd come flying in. And then there used to be massive ones, and they're flutter about you.
You can hear them.
All powdery.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
I know, if you hit one of the things, it's like there's a big powder dust on your wall.
I remember you saying this before, and me being like, that doesn't happen. And we Googled it, and they actually do. Like, disintegrate.
They do. It's disgusting.
No, moths don't annoy me, and
Jenny
Longlegs, which is weird when you think about it. They are flying spiders. They're almost like an upgrade.
Skinny body.
They're skinnier. That's why there's
spiders got big fat, like, and sometimes you can see the little lines on them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Plus, spiders bite.
They do.
It's not sore, but they can bite.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can, and you also eat 8 in your lifetime. Did you know that?
No, you don't. That's lies. Do you know what that is?
Lies.
I swear to God, right? So this is pure useless knowledge. That was an experiment that like some university put out, where they put out like 3 lies into the world to see like if people would believe them.
Experiment.
And that's what it was. And we don't eat spiders because spiders don't go into like hot places and commit suicide. Basically, they would never do it.
Pretty smart.
Yeah, but what if you're lying like that?
You probably eat flies, and that's definitely happened to me before when I've been walking and and then you go and it's a fly.
You were on your bike.
Yeah.
And you catch a fly.
I know, 100 midges down the throat. Have you guys seen Ego? As in like the shoe company. They're just selling actual like fake designer stuff on the website.
Are they?
Like, I'm talking it is the most blatant thing. I'm surprised they've not been shut down. Look, Celine beach bags.
Yeah, because you know what they're probably thinking? TikTok's getting away with it, so why can they not?
Celine bags. They've got. Oh, hold on, what else have they got? They've got Miu Miu.
Have we now changed the rules on that or something?
I don't know. They've got Bottega bags. They've got Hermes bags.
Do you know what I saw?
It's actually nuts.
Shein had an ad on Instagram, and the girl was literally head to toe in Adanola, but it was the big Ada jumper, the red hat with like Ada on the front, and I looked at it. It was Shein.
Yep.
So I'm like, I think they must just not.
The rules are different.
Basically, Ego have probably went, if you're going to let them away with it, then we're going to do it because you can't charge us.
How are we getting away with this now?
I don't know. Well, that's why, because I think when stuff comes from China through like TikTok or whatever, they are somehow getting past it. Like Shein stuff comes from China, doesn't it?
Yep.
Or at least gets made in China. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that then means if it's made elsewhere. I don't know what the rules are.
I don't understand what the rules are. Imagine you're a big, massive fashion brand and you're like, oh my God, everyone's just stealing all my stuff.
Mm-hmm. But it happens so often. It really does. Like you look at Tara Maynard's brand, Milana.
Yep.
And she brought out the cherry tops, and then River Island have now got a cherry top and the acid wash, which is very similar to hers.
They don't give a fuck though.
They don't. The big ones don't. And
River Island never even asked Rihanna if they could use her face. Remember the Rihanna t-shirt? They never even asked her.
Did they not?
No. Rihanna was just like, that's my face. And every 17-year-old boy in this country is wearing
that. That was the ultimate going out at the weekend outfit for
uniform.
A boy, right?
A boy uniform.
And I'm going to say 18 to 20.
Yeah.
One, right, would have been a pair of denim Toms.
Yeah,
Remember, it was denim
but
coloured
you need to start with the Rihanna top.
Rihanna top,
of course.
Cargos.
Or stone-coloured chinos.
That's the one I remember.
That's what I'm talking about.
Denim short, denim shirt over the top.
Yep.
It was the denim shirt and the chinos. I remember at one point, Andy's group of pals, I would say 9 out of 10 of them had the same
denim shirt
on.
Chinos.
Yep.
Rihanna t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Longer hair.
Yeah, but the front would be kind of swooped down a wee bit. And then the back would be
spiked up.
I'm sorry, but I feel like I'm slating this full outfit, but the person that is in my head wearing it is Andy.
Andy definitely had it.
Andy both had it.
I've got a photo of Fra wearing it as well. I think it was a New Year.
Do you know what it is?
And I think Andy had it on as well.
And he's on a bike.
I've
got that picture and he looks steaming in it. And also the other one was the Toms shoes or Converse. As low as possible that you can get your foot to the ground.
Plimsolls, they were a big shoe at one point.
Like big plimsolls.
Toms used to be like £15 and I swear to God they're about 80 quid now.
What's the girl version of that? Are they
going to make the comeback though? Are Tom's making a comeback? 'Cause remember we all laughed at Ugg boots because they were going to be long ones. I've actually got new Uggs on today. I've got the Golden Star sandals. Hello.
Cute.
Don't mind me. They are comfy because they're kind of like Tasmans, but also better because the heel's out at the back and they're not fluffy inside.
Yeah.
Very good. But maybe Tom's will make a comeback just the same way that Uggs did.
We can't slag anything because eventually once you see it more, you're like, actually, it's fine. But what was the girl version of the boy outfit?
The girl version of the boy outfit was a bandage dress.
No, but, maybe a dress-up one. But I'm thinking leather jacket, skinny jeans, Converse. I don't know what T-shirt it would have been.
A 10-ton side fringe.
Yeah, probably.
Red hair, red Rihanna hair.
You start your pattern like here.
What about all of us, by the way, going like that? We need the red Rihanna hair. All of us bleaching our hair to hell.
To match the boys' T-shirts.
To match the boys' T-shirts, right? Because she had us in a chokehold with Love the Way You Lie. That was the whole thing, her and Eminem, remember? It was the red hair and the band across the top of your head, right? Amazing. All of us literally putting our hair through hell. Rihanna was literally just changing it with the wigs.
Oh, yeah.
Changing it.
Yeah.
I want red hair, I want blue hair, I want purple hair, I want blonde hair.
Long hair, short hair,
anything,
curly hair.
She was literally just, and all of us were just frazzling our hair to get the look.
Desperately, still never looking like
never looking
whatsoever.
like her.
I know. You don't realise that how many Sabrina Carpenter wears wigs all the time.
Yeah,
loads of celebrities do.
Yeah, I think it'd be quite fun.
Is Rihanna not bringing out a hairline though?
Oh, I don't know. Is she?
I thought that was a thing. So she's been showing her natural hair recently. Like it's literally really, really curly and it's really short. And she's been showing her natural hair and she's bringing out I think it's rumoured that she's bringing out a hairline.
Oh, I don't know.
I know. I quite like the fact that her businesses are all just pure booming. Like Fenty Beauty is like, literally just goes from strength to strength.
I've never tried anything from that. Have you?
I've got their glosses.
Is it nice?
And highlighters.
The lip glosses.
The one thing that she's marketed pure well, and I don't know if she did it or if other people did it, but have you heard the rumour that Rihanna apparently smells amazing?
Yes.
It's like a thing that celebrities say, like, oh my God, Rihanna is the best smelling person ever.
Yeah.
What a good way to market yourself.
Yeah.
You have to get a couple of celebrities to say it in an interview and then it's just out here forever. You smell amazing.
Yep.
And then all she needs to do is release a perfume. She's like, that's what it is.
And that's what you smell like.
Signature scent.
Guys, there's a couple of voice notes here. Do we want a wee voice
note? Let's do a wee confession before we head over. Hang on. Before we head over and... we're going to pierce our ears, guys. Who's been listening to confession sessions? Because last week we spoke about somebody wrote in and basically told us a story of a girl who got these off Amazon. These are the little, it's almost like a stapler to pierce your ears. And this girl brought them into work and was like piercing everyone's ears. So we were like, let's get them. So we've got them from Amazon, right? I don't know if this is a fully sterile environment. I don't know any of the health and safety, but we're going for it because we have got a wee spray. So come over and join us.
You doing third hole?
Yeah, but you maybe need to check because the third hole is there, but it might be closed up. You might be able to shoot it back through.
Oh, just shoot it back through.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Shoot my shot. I'm doing third hole.
Yeah,
what
are you doing?
Third and fourth, apparently, yeah. Oh, no, it's not. It would be fifth and sixth, wouldn't it?
Have you got 3 already?
No, what I mean is I'm doing like a third and then a third
No, that's not
like
what
a third and then a fourth. But yeah, you're right.
It's a third.
One,
It's
two,
a
three.
one band.
That's a fifth and a fifth and a sixth.
No. That your first lobes.
Okay,
then your
first,
second
second,
lobes,
third,
and then
right.
your thirds.
So you had your first cousins, then you had your second cousins, then you had your third cousins.
So yeah, come and join us on confession sessions if you want to watch that shit show. If
you want to watch me fail,
fail, yeah.
We'll have 999 on speed dial.
We're going to get extra cameras in to watch this. I'm going to be on the slow-mo.
I love how we're all wearing white, as it was aptly put.
I know.
We've got a bleeder.
Oh shit.
Oh,
but yeah, if you want to come and watch it, we'll leave a wee link below if you're not on confession sessions yet, and you can come and watch the video as well. Right, let's do a wee confession and we'll head over.
Yeah, do you want a wee voice note?
If you do want to send any in, then please hit up the hotline. It's 07428 957 885.
Right, this one is a work drama because we'd asked for work dramas.
Okay, go.
Wait a minute, I just need to download. There we go. Right. Oh. Let me just make sure the volume's up, girls.
So, gossip from my old workplace. So I went in as a HR assistant, and the girl that worked there, like, she was the main HR person. So she's married, she's got 2 dogs, like the perfect life, like literally the perfect life. Didn't have to do a thing. She was only working for the sake of it. Like, her husband made a shitload of money, blah blah blah. That was fine. Anyway, when I started, she basically told me, like, not to socialise with everybody at work, like outside of work, just because obviously you're HR. And I was like, that's like totally fair. I totally get that, whatever. And then it came to, like, let's fast forward like 6 months, and she slowly started, like, changing her appearance a wee bit and different things that were kind of like, what the hell's going on? Anyway, long story short, she basically was like flirting with a guy that worked in another department. So we were having a night out. It was a leaving party for somebody, and obviously as HR, like she said, we're not meant to go, but we were going because he was going to be going, this guy that she's been flirting with. And I was like, oh no. They were all over each other in front of everybody, and I'm just sitting there like, what is going on? So it turns out they've obviously been like texting and flirting this whole time. Bear in mind, she's got a husband who works away a lot, and then everybody in the whole office started to like click onto this, and we're like, oh my god, like, she's shagging him, like, they're at it, whatever. And it got to the point where I was like, no, I've had enough. So I quit. Like, I left the place. I was like, I can't put up with this anymore. Like, it's so bad.
She's raging that she can't go to a party with the other HR is bloody deep throating Brian from accounting.
And I didn't like knowing things because I was like, I feel really guilty. Like, I know some stuff. Like, they've obviously like kissed and different things and whatever else. So anyway, I've left at this point, but I'm still getting updates from people. And it turns out, so my boss at the time knew that she was up to something, but without proof, like, you can't just sack somebody for doing that. So I'm not saying I wanted her sacked, but anyway, so basically I left, and I now got told that she got the sack, and I was like, oh my, what happened? And basically a customer sent in pictures of her and then this other guy who works at the work and drives a truck in a fucking country park shagging. Literally, this customer sent the pictures into the general email account, not like specifically to a manager or anything. They sent it to the general incoming box.
Love a graph.
Info at
the company, so everybody's seen it. So,
oh my god.
So this is like guy number 2. So forget about the first
not
guy.
Even the original
this
one.
Is guy number 2. In fact, I think there was actually a guy in between. So let's call him guy number 3. So she's been caught at it with him in a truck in a country park, parked up from a customer that's seen it, and then she's obviously got the sack. But he's also got a wife and 2 kids, and apparently, like, we must be 6 months, a year on, they're still seeing each other. Apparently, they're still at it. Like, it is so mad.
That's terrible. Imagine getting caught in a park.
It's so funny that everyone's like, oh my god, she's definitely shagging Brian. She's definitely shagging Brian.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just go into the emails. Oh, she's actually not. She's shagging somebody else. Poor Brian must have been like,
do you know what the funniest thing is?
She's went to Billy.
It's going to get sent to HR and she's going to have to deal with herself.
She'll be replying back, no further action.
Block. I mean, I think that's a pure power move though from the
customer.
Sending it into general email.
What do you think is the person who sent that in? Like, what would you imagine them to be like? Because I think it's an old man.
Yeah, that's my imagine. I walking his dog. One of those sticks that you throw the ball with.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, he's got a collie.
Oh,
he has a collie.
100%.
100%.
Yeah. Or a lab.
It's pure contagious. 100%. Like 100%.
I'm so sad. No, he's fucking Billy. Billy?
We thought you were shagging Brian. I went, no, she's shagging Billy. See that though, right? I wonder if there's a wee bit of like illegality in there where she could actually get annoyed. I know that that's an indecent thing to do.
Yeah,
right? Of course, she get photographed having sex.
Photographed and then it's been sent to loads of people.
Nah, not she's that in public.
If you're in a public place.
I don't know though. I don't know
100%. Because what about Katie Hopkins? Remember years ago?
That was years ago though. That was before the whole like passing things on. Because you know that if you get something to your phone, right? If someone forwards you something, even as the recipient, you're also still like
you're involved.
You're involved.
How is really that fair if somebody just sends you something?
It actually is. It's really bad.
It's really bad. That's before. That's a recent thing that's been like. I don't know exactly.
I wonder what the pictures were like.
Legislation.
I imagine it to be like feet up on the window or something like that.
Bum holes, baby bum holes.
I feel like it wouldn't be the actual thing, but you would know what was happening by the position of legs and arms.
I'm going to imagine a big like lorry, and they've pulled the curtains in the cab, but there's just a slither open.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's none of that. Maybe it's actually a video and it's going.
Her HR neck piece is just hanging over the door. Like, don't come in here. We're really busy.
It's a perfect crime though for
got
somebody
a meeting
working in HR.
She's a big hypocrite though. Big slag.
I know. You slag.
You slag shagging your way around the workplace.
By the way, it's not. I feel like that kind of environment, the officey environment, especially in my old work, like it used to happen all the time.
Constant. Anyway, let's move on. We're going to go over confession sessions now. So if you do want to join us, then make sure you click the link below and make sure you unlock all the episodes. Subscribe, girls.
Wait a minute, Graham told us because we've got to be sure to follow us. I'm looking at that camera. This is my camera. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Girls Overheard.
And TikTok, we're the same.
And TikTok, we're actually the same.
And come and subscribe to Confession Sessions. Just click the link below. You can either subscribe on Supercast or Patreon, whichever one you prefer, but you can watch it on whichever one you like.
Yes. And also we're on YouTube, so if you like this episode and you want to see it and look at us dead in the eye, then we're over on YouTube as well.
Yes, we are. Let's go pierce our ears.
Let's go and watch Ash faint.
Bye. Bye.